This video will show you 3 different ways that you can make your own clay. For the first method, you will need conditioner and cornstarch. You will also need measuring cups. Food coloring is optional, but it brightens up your clay and makes it more fun. Once you have your ingredients, grab a bowl and a spoon, and let's get started. Fill the measuring cup with a conditioner. You'll want half a cup. This conditioner is just from Dollarama, so you can use whatever conditioner you have in your house. Next, if you're using food coloring, you will add the food coloring. Choose whatever color you like and add in the appropriate number of drops. Stir the food coloring into the conditioner. Once the food coloring is all mixed in, it's time to add the cornstarch. You'll need 1 full cup of cornstarch. Fill your measuring cup and then dump it into the bowl. I later found out that 1 cup of cornstarch wasn't quite enough, so I added about another 1/4 cup or so of cornstarch to this mixture. If the spoon isn't mixing fast enough for you, put some gloves on and mix up the conditioner and cornstarch with your hands. Don't forget the gloves though. This mixture can be pretty messy and will take some time to get off of your bare hands. Look at that clay! To make the second type of clay, you'll need 2/3 a cup of water, salt, a measuring cup, and an adult to supervise and help you. Measure out 2 cups of salt and place it into a saucepan. This method should only be done if an adult is present. Please practice safety first, especially when you're working with a stove. After you've added 2 cups of salt, then it's time to add the water. Turn the element onto medium heat. Then grab a wooden spoon and mix the clay just to combine. Set a timer for 4 minutes. When the timer goes off, then remove the saucepan from the element and add 1 cup of cornstarch. And 1 cup of water. Stir the mixture until it is smooth and then place it back on the element. When your clay is thick and hard to stir, then it's done. This is what your clay should look like. And this is what your clay could look like if you shape it into a pot and paint it brown. The third and final method of making clay is called no-bake craft clay. To make this clay, you will need 1 1/4 cup of water, a full cup of cornstarch, and 2 cups of baking soda. You can also add food coloring if you'd like. Take your ingredients over to the stove, grab a saucepan, and begin to add them. If you're using food coloring, add the water first and mix the food coloring with the water. Then add the baking soda and the cornstarch, and turn the element onto medium heat. Stir the mixture with a wooden spoon, and then set a timer for 4 minutes. When the timer goes off, turn off the element. Give the mixture a stir. Your clay should look like mashed potatoes. Grab a big plate and dump the clay onto the plate. Now grab a damp cloth and put it over top of the clay. Once the clay is cooled, you can remove the cloth and then knead it with your hands. Soon the clay will be all ready to play. This is what your clay should look like after you finish kneading it. And this is what your clay could look like if you shape it into a pot. Store your clay in a plastic bag if you're not going to use it all right away. Make your own little mini garden all out of clay. These 2 pots were made out of clay from Dollarama, but the clay that's inside the pot is the third method, and the clay that's on top that makes up the succulents That kind of clay is the first method I showed you. I hope you had fun learning how to make clay. Want to make your own succulent? Use the first type of clay and mold small pieces into rectangles. Then place them around a pot that you've also made out of clay. Be sure to check out @WiseKid-Netic for more fun activities and games. Have a great day playing with clay.